Okay, so now we're going to compare data. Comparing data means things like and we've done this before, the median, the mode, the mean, and the range. So read the definitions on page 117. Have a look at those, and we're going to do this question together. So the first thing you have to do whenever you're given a set of data is you want to put them in order. It's very important that you put them in order. So I'm going to make a text box here, and I'm going to put my numbers in order. Come on, be good. So putting them in order from least to greatest. I'm going to pause and do this. Okay, so now I have them in order. What I've done is I've taken the least value here and I have put it at the beginning, and now I've got the most up here. Okay, and it's very important to do that. Regardless really of what your question is, it's a good idea to do that. When you do that, count how many values you have here. And if you have the same number here as you do down here, then you know you're okay. So I believe I have 15 values. So there, we're good. The median is the middle value. So if I show you how many I have, I want the actual middle value. So if I have 15, I'm going to go, okay, not that one, 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 not that one. And I'm going to do it until I get to the middle. And here we have one. So my median is 6. If I had an even number in here, let's say I didn't have one of these values, then I would take these two numbers and divide it by 2. So I would get 6.5. But I do in fact have it. So that is not the case. So in fact, I'm just going to delete these. My median is now 6. My mode is the most common value. As you can see here, I have 2 -5s, and so that's what that is. My mean, I add up all of these numbers. So I put these in my calculator, -14 plus -12 plus -5 plus -5 plus 0 plus 1. Do I add the 0 in there? It doesn't. I have to make sure I don't add it in there to my total because it's 0. But I definitely make sure it's in my bottom value here when I'm finding the sum. So what I do is I add up all of my numbers. I add all of these up, and that equals 79. And I divide it by how many items I have, which is why it's important the zeros in there. So if I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm going to divide that by 15, and that gives me an answer in my calculator of 5.27. And then the range goes from 25 to -14. So we're going to actually take 25, and if you think of it like a thermometer, where you're taking temperature and you're up to 25 degrees and you go down, and here's 0, and you keep going down, and down here is -14. It's basically the distance between those. Sorry about that. It's the distance between these. So you're not going to plug in your calculator 25 minus 14 because that's not going to give it to you correctly. Think of it this way. From 0 to 25, it's 25, right? This makes sense. It's 25. And then from 0 to 14, it's 14. So we're actually going to add those up, and that's going to give us 39. So our range is actually 39.